gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and hone in on my psychic channeling. We're not gonna pull any cards, but we're gonna do channel songs, and we're gonna see what October is going to bringing the collective. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm turning on my computer. We have a candle going. Beautiful. All right, and I hope y'all are having a lovely Sunday. So what is the first thing that we collectively need to know? The truth and the truth only. What do we absolutely need to be made aware of? First song, let's see. So let's go ahead and turn on the speaker. I'm just gonna do channels. I'll grab cards later, like for the live or something, but right now I'm just gonna do channels. Let's do what does spirit want to say? Sometimes it's just nice to hear it from like a song. If I'm being quite honest. Anyway. Trying to get onto the song here. Alright. Let's do 3 or 4 songs. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be the first batch of people, or this could also be for the collective as well, so I'm going to interpret this in a couple of different ways. For some people, it's literally about love. We're literally going to go into a new era of our life where we're going to finally, after all of this death and destruction, after all of these tower moments, after all of this pain that has been occurring, we are finally in an era in our lives where we have done enough shadow work, we have done enough revolutionizing, we have done enough building inside of ourselves, or we've done at least enough recognizing that we're moving on or leveling up our love life. This is not going to be something that's going to be temporary. You are going to be finding somebody that you truly genuinely love. For other people, in continuing on with the channel of the collective, right, we are going to be having some sort of compassion or understanding towards each other as a society in America, especially with the insanity events that are occurring, the continuation of different narratives and dialogues and conversations that are just needed, of a blend of people that you didn't expect to be coming together, to randomly be coming together to create the newness, right? Why? Because we were all born of the similar North Node, right? So this is extremely important. And now it's time for passion, motivation, dedication, and all of these beautiful movements to finally, like, we need to start, like, breaking through walls here. Walls that are not very thick, but before we used to give these walls so much power, and we just don't give them as much power as we used to anymore, which is beautiful. Second channel song. There's going to be a lot of challenges. There's going to be a lot of roadblocks. It's like, obviously, and specifically in our country, I wonder sometimes if we were just guinea pigs for something. I'm not gonna lie. That is a personal opinion. But anyways, I feel like there's a lot of pandemonium. We have Pandemonium by NF as a second channel song. Like, some of us can't grasp these thoughts, right? It's like we never experienced a tower moment in our life, right? For those of us that signed up to be spiritual in any capacity, it's like the first tower moment. It's always one of the worst ones. I feel like maybe the second or third one could be like a really bad one as well. But like when we go through our first ego death, or I should say like our first reckoning with our ego, right? It's not meant to stay dead. It's meant to transform or transmute or make peace with you, right? Your own inner darkness, our own inner light are supposed to make peace with each other. But I feel like this is going to be for a set of collective. Now that I've talked about the collective and what's happening, I'm going to talk about the individuals that might be experiencing separately away from the collective channel. So we're going to branch off of the mainstream app. And so some of us might be going through a serious release of anxiety, serious deep inner release of vibrations that have not been serving you, that you didn't even realize how subconscious and deep this stuff really went, and how our subconscious governs so much of our daily lives, where all of this anxiety was coming from. Or if you were also like receiving and absorbing it from my empaths here, and for energy vampires, and for people that have not learned how to transmute themselves to retake their cup that somebody else tried to take from them. So that there's a collective of people that's going to be going this. And now jumping back to the collective mainstream channel, because we're doing multiple channels and layers of channels, if you will. The government and the country as a whole, the energy of the country as a whole is like this big transformative energy of I am moving from my terrible twos and I'm growing up as a country, which means that a lot of old systems and a lot of old ideologies must be removed or must be changed. This is not human law, because human law is trying to keep it together as much as possible, but this is universal. It's a very intricate, detailed story that's happening. It's going to be challenging. We're going to go through a couple of rough patches, a little bit worse than what we're going through now, but it doesn't mean that we need to lose hope, because we all have the power strength and we have the alchemy or the mastery, right, or of the energy. We were not taught this, and we were not told to transmute for just no fucking reason. We have to get comfortable with this shit. We have to get comfortable with this because of what we're going to be asked to do in a few months because this year is ending. So how do we want to start 2026, especially astrologically, especially after February, right? So the last channel song, I do feel with this energy, last thing I'm going to say, since an extra song came in, Stupid by Ashniko, like, I feel like we haven't bitten back. I feel like we've taken a lot of bites, we've taken a lot of hits, and we haven't actually made a full move yet because we are waiting for the right time for it to strike right. But we're gonna be told pretty freaking soon here that it's time to fucking strike, bitch. It's been time. We don't have to freaking like obsess over perfectionism or how do we do it or OCD or have control or whatever the method may be. Just fucking protest something. If you want to protest, don't protest or just don't partake. Right? Money is the thing that moves the world around, right? So even if people don't agree with it, it's true. Yes, energy does too, and money is energy, and this is the main energy that everyone is always constantly focused on. Why? Because we were like created to be, right? It takes a certain level of self-awareness in order for you to finally free yourself, but you have to be wanting to and willing to, but there's a lot of work involved with it, right? Like, so we need hype coaches. Last channel of the collective channel. We have Essence by Wizkid. As long as we are able to get through these times, they're promising. This is something that spiritually a lot of people have already known. Intuitively, a lot of people have already known. It's not just delusional hope, right? You could be seen as crazy or delusional. That's a given. Whenever we talk about flexing our magic or whenever we like create our own successes, our ego is going to want to fight. Our logic is going to want to fight. It's what we were taught, but we are fighting logic because we know that this is real and we know that this exists. Now, how many success stories have you already gotten and how many times have you been proven by the universe? It's not just going to all blow up in your face and go away or be temporary. Too many damn times, women. Okay. Royal. So your team, after you go through this major, insane, transformative, like curtain call closing, right? We enter this newness, right? And this is just what October is going to be bringing us. Okay, I didn't even talk about the rest of the year yet. We're going to be in this like vibe, in this beautiful vibe. We have Essence by Wizkid as our final channel song. We're going to be vibing. We're going to be understanding. We're going to be at peace. We're going to be in our power, in our authority, in our call to action. We're going to be doing all of these things. We're going to be activated. And it's going to be on a level that we didn't even realize that we had the capacity to be activated in. Even for those of us that have gone through our first ego death, don't remember the high or the ecstasy that we felt afterward. I'm like, oh my god, this is real and all this stuff. Okay, if you want more videos like this, go ahead and share and repost. Save this for later in case you missed anything. This was a lot of information, or share it to anybody that you think might need to hear this. Save it for sure in case you need to come back to this, because this is going to be really important. Let me know in the comments what exactly transformed for you or how this resonated for you individually. Bye.